Picture the 16th century Silk Road. For weeks, a traveler's only reality is a blinding sun and a suffocating wall of abrasive sand. A merchant caravan approaches the city after months navigating this brutal, unforgiving expanse. Their camels are heavily laden, and the traders are physically exhausted, operating on their absolute last reserves of energy. But the moment they step through the city gates and into the dome markets of Bukhara, the environment instantly snaps. The blinding glare drops to shade, the roaring wind vanishes, and the temperature plummets, replaced by cool, still air. This immediate relief is completely by design. Long before modern air conditioning, architects here engineered a massive, passive climate system to guarantee that international trade never had to stop for the weather. The first line of defense is the sheer mass of the structure. The extraordinarily thick brick walls absorb the relentless solar radiation and act as an impenetrable shield against the biting desert grit. This diagram illustrates the natural cooling chimney. Hot air rises along the arches, pulling cool air up from the floor. The heat escapes through central skylights, which funnel sunlight directly onto the market floor, creating dramatic spotlights for the merchants. By combining thick thermal mass with precision convection and lighting, these interconnected domes functioned as a highly efficient, climate-controlled megamall for the medieval world. This schematic maps out the market's layout. Starting near the city's water pools, visitors follow a continuous, enclosed route that links 4 distinct, specialized commercial hubs. The first major entry point is Toki Sarafan. Historically, this was the central clearinghouse for the Silk Road's wealth. Merchants from India, China, and Persia stopped here to exchange foreign coins and settle accounts before doing business. Moving deeper down the route, the architecture shifts. The next hub, Toki Telpak Furushan, is built on a distinct hexagonal floor plan. It originally thrived as a center for the book trade before pivoting entirely to a new, highly lucrative market, headwear, specifically traditional dopa hats. The specific fabrics and embroidered patterns you see here functioned as a highly legible, wearable ID card, instantly communicating the wearer's age, social class, and exact hometown to anyone walking past. Through these first 2 stops, the market establishes its dual purpose. It acts as a machine for processing foreign capital and a stage broadcasting local social hierarchies. Leaving the open intersections, the route funnels into Tim Abdullah Khan. Unlike the street-level domes, this is a fully enclosed, independently secured hall, specifically built to protect the market's most expensive inventory. Inside, traders dealt in high-value wools and silks. Notice the intense colors of this traditional Suzani embroidery. Look closely at how the nomadic sun and tree of life motifs are densely stitched directly into the fabric, preserving cultural heritage in thread. Finally, the route opens up into the oldest and most massive structure of the network, Toki Zargaran. Its defining feature is the highly visible, heavily ribbed exterior climbing up the main dome. But the true scale of Zargaran is best understood through sound. This single interior volume housed 36 separate jewelers and blacksmiths. The sheer size and height of the dome were necessary to diffuse the deafening, constant clatter of hammers striking metal from dawn until dusk. We can see the precision of that forge work in items like these Bukhara stork scissors. The diagram highlights how the abstract shape of the bird's beak forms the cutting blades, while the handles feature deeply engraved textures. It perfectly fuses sharp utility with geometric beauty. Every dome in Bukhara is structurally tied to its specific trade. The sealed, light-controlled halls protect fragile silk dyes, while the vast, resonant ceilings absorb the impacts of heavy industry. When we look at ancient infrastructure, we usually see silent ruins behind velvet ropes. Bukhara is entirely different. Walk into Zargaran today, and you will still find craftsmen actively heating metal and striking anvils in the exact same footprint as their ancestors. That 16th century thermal engineering hasn't retired either. The thick bricks and convection currents still drop the temperature for tourists escaping the afternoon heat, and those same skylights still cast perfect beams of light across the merchandise. To really navigate this space, you have to match its pace. slow down. Notice the sharp scent of cardamom hanging in the air, and take the time to sit, drink tea, and engage in the polite, slow rhythm of haggling with a merchant. Bukhara is a continuous, unbroken chain of human commerce, a space where you can step directly into a 500-year-old routine that never stopped running.